Welcome on YouTube, it's Randy here with another live stream. The stream is my Earthstrong celebration. Much love to everyone for the birthday wishes, everything. It's been an amazing day. Got to see family, got my wishes from family and friends. Did some work, didn't really party or anything, so I just gonna relax with you guys and just chill, Bill, have a vibe, and go and ease back. Much love from Jamaica and bless up to everybody. I said this is just a birthday celebration stream. I'm gonna just be wilding out, smoking. Should I drink? Maybe. Who knows? I got white rum here. So just had a great day. Was a day of reflection, also work. The only tedious part about it, I stood up in the bank for 2 hours just to make a payment. And the payment alone annoyed me. It was of $100 Jamaican, literally. I was helping a friend out, and because of the exchange rate and all other stuff, she had to pay it in US with some errors. So I had to stand in the bank for 2 hours just paying $100. 100 US. It's basically you standing in the bank just to pay $1 on something. So going to be checking out the overall chat. Much love to everyone that's tuning in. Much love to everyone in chat. And wagwan, wagwan, everybody. What you smoking on? I got my random kush here, cutting it up. Gonna put it in a Rizzler and puff on it. So while I just gonna play some music up the vibe. And you know what? This stream may or may not stay on YouTube due to the fact that the songs that I'm gonna play are heavily copywritten. I hope not. Then again, to hell with it. It's my birthday. So first song from Tommy Lee, Savage Life. Savage, savage life. Savage, savage life. Savage, savage Okay, something bit me. Much love to everyone. And so this is a birthday celebration, so expect it to be a party. Bless up, loyal to the soil. Bless up, natural angel. And much love to Emerald Horizons. Wagwan people. Uh, well, you can't stay long, Emerald, but much love for the birthday wishes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Got it. Turn my camera. Ah. I'm good. Also, I got a birthday present. Got a birthday present. Uh, I'm just picking up weed, but got a birthday present. Bands. Got these bands. I had 16 of them, but due to my many female friends, I've lost a lot. So I got a birthday present, which I really do appreciate. Really love it. Sorry about that, people. Much love. To Natural Angel TV, I'm in Mandeville, Manchester, in Jamaica. Uh, yeah, it's a definite thing that I'll be showcasing my island. I got some footage. Gonna be taking more going out this weekend. So then again, going this weekend again. So gonna get a lot of images of the little island. So and also for anybody and everyone, once you come to Jamaica, hit Randy up. You'll ensure that you have a great time. Even speaking to people to get beaches and all of that in. Well, go on solo. Well, go on, brother. Okay. Give me a second here. Go on add. Let me see. I'll play some music, and while I do so, we'll add some people to the call. So, well, let's start this one off with Vibes Cartel Highest Level. That's up to Adi the teacher, Adi the boss, world boss. I just do it like that. Yo, Hollywood no same have him yard here. Not even a place to stay. You have a yard. As they say in Jamaica, you have a yard here in Jamaica. Yeah, my brother for life. So guess what? Once you touch in another place, you know you're taken care of. Much love to Scrugmeister. Wagwan, brother. Much love to my other Jamaican brother in the place, Daniel Beadle. That's my brother from here in Jamaica. J.A. Mandeville, Manchester. Much love to the brother. I said, y'all are always welcome. Solo, you know you got a place to stay anytime. Well, regarding if little Uzi coming to Jamaica, I've been actually setting up for that. Right? You tell me, say, you know what? I'm gonna get a security team ready and everything so that you guys know that you come to Jamaica for relax, have a vacation, do a show, have a good time. Well, go on, Mrs. Fat Reefer. Go on, much love. And thank you very much for that, Scrugmeister. I'm going to drop the Hangouts link in the chat. Anybody wants to jump up, you guys are more than welcome. When it comes on to my stream, not worried about trolls. Even if I have them, I don't really care. Positive energy, positive vibes. Much love to everyone. Okay. Yo, I said any day, name day, anytime you want jump in a Jamaica, Hollywood, or anybody, anytime you want to come to JA, hit me up. So Randy met me a forward. Randy me soon reach. Yeah man. Make sure son is well taken care of. My home is your home. Jamaica should be home to all. It's a lovely place. It like anywhere else, you're going to always have violence and just people that naturally don't dwell well with positive energy. So they have to bring their negative spin on this. Leave them alone. In a Jamaica, you can find Randy, and Randy gonna make sure so you enjoy yourself. They're around positive people. Good vibes. A beach, jerk chicken, one only for things. Ah. So next song and commemorate me lighting up the spliff on my birthday. I go find a song for bounce to, a weed to, and yeah, this is Trabas, Get High, Jamaican, born and grow, gone overseas and doing thing. Much love to Trabas. Always I promote the culture. So as I spark this up, then again, where's my lighter? Where's my lighter? I'll show you this. This is how you know it's serious. I've lost enough lighters, pana ends, pana weed spot. I've lost enough lighters to buy a house. So you know what? Light and Lego, always on a leash. Cheers, everyone. That was lovely. That was indeed lovely. So much love to everyone. Much love to the cannabis community. Well, go on, everyone. What you're smoking? I'm smoking on some random kush. Don't know the name, but it's damn good. Bless up Scrugmeister said, more than welcome to join in. Gonna drop the link in the chat again for those who want to come up, smoke with me for my birthday, chill, have a good time. I said, everyone is welcome. Natural Angel TV, that me love. Ah, yeah, in the bush. Yes, call it bush in Jamaica. Greenage. Yeah, man. Um, based on your channel, I see that you do the nature walks and stuff. I'm gonna show you some places that are here that would be lovely. And so I'm gonna make sure so you get the best here. I'm gonna pause for a second. Tupac, West Side, Oregon. Bless up to yourself. Bless up to your blood clot self. You're apologizing for acting goofy. I take no offense. Once you're not disrespectful, like there's a line of disrespect you can always cross. But once you're not cross it, you're good. We can't run jokes. We can't. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 24 today. I don't get in my feels because at the end of the day, me not have nothing to feel insecure about. I respect and love everyone on my chat. If not get trouble, if we not do whatever, once you know respect each other, show love to each other, we not care. Can run joke after me and say anything. Can say my ears them so big that me can basically shade the world in the case of a solar whatever. No problem. Love, unity, peace. Just know how to do it. And the only thing I say, don't offend anyone. Just just that. So you don't need to apologize. Much love to you, brother. I just love having you guys here. So listen, no one steps on my toes. I really concern myself about nothing. If there's trolls out there, they can come. I ain't feeding them. They ain't gonna get fat off of me. So they can go on. Only thing I do is have a good time with my cannabis people. Them know, make them know some I love them. Keep love not gone to bed. And just have a good time. So later. All right, no problem, Scrub. And also gonna make you a mod. Uh, you know what? I'm supposed to play this song as I smoke. Let me get some people in this thing. Uh, do apologize for turning off the cam for a bit. Due to the bandwidth, I sacrifice what is needed to ensure that I can multitask a lot. Internet. I and I ever been before me go some places that someone kiss never door. One after one, but I'm not so my girl. Well, I'm let me for sure. I used to tell me that, you used to tell me more. Because them trust them never more. Cigarette cause back lung cancer. And marijuana me and work. Sunday afternoon, feeling like a gas balloon. The only got a rope split bigger than a rasta room. Cheese split my bill. You know me, I'm gonna slap a soon. One between the lips, one in the other, one in the master room. You tell her stop, me just fly past the moon. This I'm a baby high, me and a loony tune. Me see them in gates, and I saw me down, me must have be the maker soon. I and I ever been before, we go some places where someone is never door. One after one, we got my hustle, my girl, work. Well, I'm let me for sure. Mama used to tell me that, used to tell me more. Because them plus they never more. Cigarette cause black lung cancer, and the marijuana me and work. Smoking exotic, marijuana the tiny, the glitch, and you ain't getting more than a robot. Yeah, I'm a fiend for the green. Whoa, gotta take off the video. From the cigarette, smoke straight from the farm, and the bed, that bed, never need to have a bomb. The lights go beyond that one. No, yeah, so she caught me down. I and I ever been before, we go some places where someone kiss never door. One after one, we got my girls over girl more. Well, I'm make me for sure. Mama used to tell me that, used to tell me more. Because them stuff they never more. Cigarette cause back lung cancer, at the marijuana me a door. I Much love. I just want to get high. Get high by Chabas. Wonder what kind of weed songs we can find. Some reggae weed songs. You know what? I go dance all. I go drop an artist Jamaican dancehall as Idonia. All right. Oh, go on, brother.
What's good, man?
And they are going to ease back.
Oh,
So
sorry, am I loud?
kind of hearing some background noise.
Here, hold on one second.
No.
I'll kill the fan.
All right. The first one, let's see, Day and Night remix. By the way, how are you doing? By the way, best up to everyone in chat. Best up to everyone that's showing love. Bless up South Dank in the place. Every day and every night I gotta smoke weed, no coke. But good day youth. That was Idonia Day and Night remix. Every day and every night I gotta smoke weed, no coke. Because my brother known as Natural Angel TV was saying love Sean Paul and Vado too. So guess what? I'm gonna play a Sean Paul for him. Just give me the line. Just give me the line. Just give me the line. On the front. Yo, yo. Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? You live in on my side and I got to know which one is gonna get my flow. Cause I'm in the bars and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Much love, Lemon GF. What go on, brother? What go on, J-Rec? DJ Randy giving it to Uno from JA. So I got the people into the video. So I said DJ Randy just run some tune and just celebrate on the Earthstrong. You know what? Next tune, another Sean Paul tune. No? Let me check something. Is it? Need everything. Best up to everyone from wherever you are right now. Much love from Jamaica. Blessings to everyone and much love to everyone that has been wishing me happy birthday and just making this day ever so much a blessing. Well, go on, Woody. Bless up, brother. Good love. You good? The king of the dancehall, Beanie Man. I actually smoked myself and forgot to show some pictures. Jamaica, and I took some pictures of the place I got the cutty from. Yo, man, I ride the rhythm. Best of Clerkster, much love. Go and smoke sesh. Go on everybody, much love. They are whole a vibe and a bounce to some Jamaican music and I said bless up in the Earthstrong. I'm gonna drop the link to the hangouts again. Hopefully it works so that you guys can jump in. And thank you guys for hitting that like button. Just seeing that I got 12 likes. Much love to everyone. Hi. Who else must I draw for? Who must I draw for? Who must I draw for? You know what? I'm gonna draw for another beanie man. This is Sim Sima. Who got the keys to my bima?
Yes, now. Who the other? Who am I? It's just the girl, them sugar. All right. Yeah, no. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Simsima, who got the keys to my bima? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. Up in eye. Make love to a fella in a rush. Pass me the keys to my truck. Who am I? The girls, them lock. And I, we make love to pressure. You will pop up like every teeth like a bucket. Just be your nigga like your nigga, we are switching. Just be your answer like a fool, you wanna chop it. Just be your nigga like a gun, you wanna take it. In that car, we must side up on the bank, you take it. In that car, bicycle, so you want it and dash it. You want it, so you crash it. She has to listen, you grab it. Girl, she a beg you wanna ball, get the stop it. One man broken and he a move, I can feel it. It's like a basketball, she take time, on the money. Listen to me, sign down, listen to me, lyrics. I feel the man, they are me, I love it. I said, sing, sing,
Who got the keys to my bima?
oh my, the girls them sugar, how you now? Make me up to a fella in a rush. Pass me the keys to my truck. Oh my, the girls them lock, and I you now. We make me up to my truck. Anything she want, I will give it unto she. I can't believe the name of them tell me that she free. I don't believe he's angry and I don't believe he's free. I don't believe he's soon to know the other girls I need. Love for me, she has that is the only thing I need. I don't pretend I know the fool with my mates need. Oh, what can I make you want to love? Tell me when you want to have me, but you have no pressure. Man, your body, I don't kill no mosquito. When you want to right, just to know the people. Sing, who got the keys to my bima?
Who
Oh
am I?
my, the girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck. Oh my, the girls them love, and I will make love to a truck. I tell myself I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my guiding star, my shining light. I love you, baby. But I say you leave and you gone. I know that girls they don't be afraid. I know the girls love some, all of them are welcome. Cause the one of them want this baby. I told you once and I told you twice that I am the girls them sugar. No, the girls are not top me and the girls are not rush me because they're not driving the beamer. And the girls them flavor, I'm not flavor. I am the end for no favor. And a girl like watcher, I want to be here. And it's when you need to your face, simmer. Pass me the keys to my bima. Oh my, the girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck. Oh
Sorry
my,
about the
the girls
silence,
them
guys.
sugar.
I'm just
How can I
here
make love to a fella?
going through some photos to show you.
Oh my, the girls them sugar.
Jeez, real. Jano. Best up to be in a man. And another song to proper.
Yes, now. Who the other?
Uh, hmm. Yo, I go back in a time for the one. This is King Yellow Man.
Zungo, 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 zang. Zungo, 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 zang. Say if you have a paper, you must have a pen. And if you have a star, you must have an N. Say 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. And if you have
Yo,
4,
clerks,
you
so
need
you're
a pen.
always
And if you
invited
have
and
2,
don't be
you must
shy.
have an N.
Trust me, I was shy the first time I came on live, but the community is so accepting. So just be yourself, bro. Yeah, yeah, man. No shakiness. Yo, I feel the same. I feel the same, Clerk, sir. So what I'm going to show you guys is some pictures from Jamaica. Natural Angel TV. If you're there, this is for you, my brother. So let me share this for a quick sec. This is a beach in Jamaica. It's in St. Elizabeth, the neighboring parish to me. This is Treasure Beach. The area is known as Treasure Beach, but this area is a bit secret. So this is some raw footage from Jamaica. Right here, we're clearing up most of this greenage here. I want to transform the beach into an actual beach. And this is the trail going down to the beach. And I got these. This is a river in Jamaica. Can't remember where. I'm gonna ask the photographer. I have a photographer on the team that takes footage around Jamaica. So while we're traveling, we're gonna be filming, shooting, and just showing Jamaica. And my favorite picture. And this was taken today. I went and collected some clay bowls, some kochi for some steamers. So this is the guy that makes them. This is his little hut. Need to get a better camera. But just, yeah man. Them little place I love find and bring the little talent to life. Bring it back to life. Clay creations. Itamar clay creations. Bless him up and going to show you him creations them when everything complete. Yo, this is inside his studio. He's at work. They're siphoning through the kochi that he made for me. Inside the clay hut. I had to take a picture of this. El Selassie says, the greatest, the greatest in fear, the best day today, the best play work, the best work what you like, the best town where you succeed. The secret of production, saving waste. The greatest need, common sense. The greatest puzzle, life. The greatest thing, love. Bessie Selassie. And this is him when he was featured in the newspaper. And basically, he's, as I said, preserving a dying skill in Jamaica. Not a lot of people still do what he does, and with that, I really want to showcase his talent and the six ethics of life. Before you pray, believe. Before you speak, listen. Before you spend, earn. Before you write, think. Before you quit, try. And before you die, live. Blessings. And just gonna finish it off with a sunset from Jamaica.
Nobody get hurt. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. These say just a dress up in a white collar shirt. And some of them who wait till it reach them burger. He said he want me to join the army. I ain't gonna do it, officer. No way. I ain't gonna do it. Turn out to the pocket. That's what you do.
Much love for spending time with me and seeing those images. Hope they weren't too boring for you guys.
I still don't answer. What's the number, boy? I really don't answer. It's gonna go be chopper. Me move on. Then we start with the answer. Guess what I said? 64, 46, BMW, 41. 64, 46, BMW, Lord. He said, give it to me one time. Give it to me two times. Give it to me three times. Lord, get him. Nobody move.
Nobody get hurt. Nobody move. Nobody get. Blessings for that. So we're going up the vibe. Up the vibe. Everybody for tuning in.
Out in the street, they call it murder. Young boy, the dogs and young boy. You go now in a one box. It's in your handbag. Your knapsack, it's in your backpack. This night I feel your girlfriend got that some boy don't know this. I'm only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club service. Bedtime stories and hoes like an edge of Norris. I don't know the real hardcore, cause and does a love of two. The folks that we do what them got to. I'm hoping twice to shot to. Don't make them spot you. Unless you carry guns and not to. I'm here to come at your entrance for man. Stop laugh and not laugh traffic. Then I will let pop and then start traffic. With the pin file long and it have big traffic. Police come in a jeep and then can't stop you.
By the way, bless up Tricky D for these headphones. Every time I look at them, I just feel very much appreciative of what he did. He sent me these headphones so I could have a proper mic to speak to you guys and hear properly when people are in the lives, in the chat. Much love to him, real brother. And much love to everyone in the community for the support that you all have given me. I'm 24 now, and with that, I'm now faced with a lot of changes to my life and a lot of opportunities that are now being brought my way. Uh, I am lost at words. I don't know what to say. I am thankful. I am blessed. I feel love every day when I come on these lives. I feel love every day in my life. And with that, I'm just pushing forward for greater and bigger stuff. Coming soon, I'll be doing a lot more with my stream. I'll be pushing out Jamaican products. I'll basically be making Jamaica the Jamaica that it should be and showing you guys. At the same time, I'll be growing, I'll be learning, I'll be building, and I'm not even excited. I'm just eager to see what this journey will bring. I know that I will have hard times, but at the end of the day, I think it's worth whatever sacrifice there is needed to be made. Because at the end of this, everything gonna be airy, everything gonna be blessed. And much love to all of y'all.
Jamaica, 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 Jamaica.
I'm rocking indeed. As I said, I'm gonna roll up another spliff and play some more music. I go into the new age, the new dancehall scene, or it might not new to me, but it might be new to some. This is Ayakti and Puff It.
West, what is one? You're acting, I really think that. Yo, cash flow. Yes. Hey, first, let's try this now. Light it up. Pass it. When my friend came and tell me about the best from West, where they bring from the Ghana, yeah. Say they love it in a 2050, hard 100 bucks from the Ghana, yeah. Me not want let me know to the thing, yeah. Me not want let me go to the thing, yeah. The rich me near from the go to the thing. Through a little self,
And keep it off.
it's not just a flood. All things are from we can't get you ready. Come just be a best at perfect. Some of the people, it's a fast to say, I'm never forgetting. It's a you until you get to think to just sing, that you see, it's a anyway, you just want to just sit again. Then get on the time, then they pass it down. Every single day, we are shaggy down. We are competing at the nickel at the night. I'm telling you, go help me go party. Let's even make it to me, I love like the child. We got a link in the market, bro. Tell the kids everybody, everybody, it's coming on in the arty, only. We got downtown, I buy a glass. I'm buying me a try a cat. We see the high grade, I got pass. The high grade, the room. Mash up the head, maybe I got cash. Yeah, the clash for it.
Bombat!
We have no fire, we are saved, we are next day. And then take a X-ray. I saw me lungs, them black, white, and ass.
Wagwan.
How's it going?
Yeah, just a whole of vibe. It's been a great day, so just go and chill. Much love for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here.
Always. So go on, brother. What's new?
I just missed that my headphones got pulled out. What was that?
I was asking, what's up? What's new? How you been?
Good, good. Just got home finally from kind of a weekend thing. Um, Flipped the girls into flower. Hopefully they're girls, anyways. They're seeds, so I'm not sure quite yet. But
Understand.
they're looking good. They filled up really nice over the weekend.
Nice. I'm here just having a great end of the day. I got some work done due to the birthday festivities and having to meet with everyone. I didn't get everything done, but tomorrow is another day. Go and get some bamboo. My girls checked everything out and they're all female, thank God. My girls, they're there. Some hit early flower because of the old gene and it coming from Canada. I got some from sun-grown trichomes. They're working well. I got some from Star Delta. That's an incredible bulk across it goes to OG. That's still coming up. So the grow is working well. this weekend I plan to go collect some stuff that I have sent down. I got a greenhouse and some stuff to basically equip it well. So that's the project for this weekend coming. Hopefully by Sunday I can have it done. If not, I'll just follow it up in the week. Follow it up in the week, get that done. Speak to Photon about lights. Cause trust me, growing here in Jamaica guerrilla style, it ain't easy. You gotta be on point with Mother Nature, and Mother Nature is a bitch.
Oh yeah, I work with worms, and we have a lot of outdoor. Our large scale cast production is outdoors, and so we're dealing with that right now, except on a little bit different level where the cold's starting to come in. We're scheduled for snow this week, so it's feel you dealing with Mother Nature there.
Trust me. The thing is, here in the tropics, because the climate and everything can change dramatically, I'm having days where it's bare rain. Cool. Then I have some scorching days. And then now, because it's coming on to winter, we're not going to experience any form of snow, but the daylights are going to be changing. We're having less sunlight now, so I need additional lighting if I need to run plants. We can grow right now, but for a successful grow, I need to put everything in overall look and say, you know what, we need light because when these plants need to be vegging, I can't have that with the natural sunlight here. God, that's changing right now. Summer is great in Jamaica. You can grow anything. But when it come on to winter, that's harvest time for most people.
So you're having to veg indoors over the winter and then throw them out in some kind of light depth, or
What I'm going to do is, since I'm doing the greenhouse, I'm going to set up a greenhouse. I'm going to set up the light deprivation system. I looked at the motors and everything needed, so that's on a go. But in the greenhouse, I want additional lighting, which is going to be run from a solar panel.
mm-hmm.
So just have the lighting there so that there is constantly in veg. When it's time to turn off, they turn off, and I just cover it up with a thing I won't build.
It sounds like quite the project. I've definitely seen some really good DIY uh, light depth greenhouses. So I'm excited to hear more as you get further along.
In all fun and joke aside, the light deprivation greenhouse system is what I originally looked into when I started this weed venture because I'm gonna have a grow up and a lot of stuff next year developing. I got the paperwork coming through, reviewing my business plan, all of that stuff. When I was looking into the research, I saw light deprivation. I was like, interesting. Tell me more. So while looking into it, I was like, okay, let me see if it can work down here. Yeah, man. The area that I have for the grow, it's
Mm-hmm.
basically situated on a little hill that it gets a lot of sunlight, but at the end of the day, with the light deprivation system, I can control when I need to have them go into flower or whatever. Also looking into additional lighting. So it was a blessing I got to link up with Photon. And with that, who knows, great things coming to Jamaica where Photon Phantom lights are here, running in greenhouses, light deprivation, turn on, shut off the lights, everything. I want to have it automated because for me, my staff is going to be somewhat limited, but at the same time efficient. Also, coming from a IT background, automation is a good way to go because while you have individuals overviewing and ensuring that everything is going correctly, you have a system that is taking care of your plants, so you don't have to have a lot of manpower chugging in gallons of water. and pumping and nah, make it a little bit easier and stuff like that.
Well,
So
especially if you're going
yeah,
a little bit bigger scale than something like what I'm doing, where I only have a couple of plants to hand water each day. Whereas if you're running around with a hose trying to water 50 or so plants, and I'm not trying to guess at what you're doing, just that's kind of what I see more up here. Guys with 50 plus plants trying to run around with a hose watering their plants, and it just doesn't
not not a
doesn't happen.
backside, not a look here in Jamaican terms, not a bumbo. I mean, look here. Why have that chaos in an environment where you should be growing and there should be peace and harmony with you and the plant? For me, I can just have hoses connected to a pump, connected to a drum, feeding system and everything set up, and they just pump water to the plants. My men are supposed to ensure that there are no spillage, everything is pumping properly, the plants are taken care of, and based on how the system here is with the overall grow lights and how they set up the regulations, each plant is barcoded or labeled from it is a seed, a clone, whatever, once it starts out. Throughout its process, it should be recorded daily on what's going on, and everything should be collected. For me, that's the best thing because I can know what's going on in my greenhouse.
Well,
So go ahead.
that just sounds like good business practices overall.
That's true.
If you don't know what's going on, how do you know what's going on?
That's true. So with that, I'm gonna have everything recorded. So that's the reason why I'm gonna have manpower for them to record and ensure that everything is going well. And looking into the chat, bless up Grow Room Design LLC, bless up Mike Atomic, Skyer, I grew some, Guaguan brother, Big Ed 1961. Bless up everyone and thanks for the birthday wishes. I said, I don't think it's efficient having people running around with hoses trying to water 50 plus plants. That to me not evil. No, me not wicked them ways there. I like people. That would be a savage way to slave people. No, you should be enjoying your job working with weed.
I would
But
definitely
so
agree with
yeah,
that.
yeah, have them pumped and everything. I have the design, so it's not a problem for me when everything is going to be up and running. I know where what should be and where it should be and all of that good stuff. So when I really have a control grow area that is with nature because I'm going to use the sunlight and additional lighting and stuff, but I want to ensure that the grade of kush or the grade of weed that I'm pumping out should be top quality on the market. I'm not gonna
Well,
push out a lot of quantity and it's garbage. To me, that's bad business practice.
and to me right now, Light Dub seems to be that best of both worlds, where you do have like you're talking about, the ability to control what you're doing, control the quality, control the timing, control everything, while still using the sun. Which, as far as you talk to any light guy out there on the market, and they'll tell you the sun's the best light source we have.
That is true. And bless up Med City Gorilla for that sub. Bless up, brother. Yeah, it's been in the making. This is a 4-year plan in design that is now finally moving forward. The grow facility has been designed to be efficient at the same time sensible. Right? Reason why I say sensible people, I don't want something that looks good but is hard to run as a morpher. I don't want to be crying every day I have to go to work. Also, I don't want something that is running properly, but when you look, it's unorthodox and unhygienical. I will beat someone with a broom. Not saying I'm a violent person, but I will beat someone with a broom to have them sweep up the area. I believe in proper hygiene when you're growing your girls. Put a little pride in that, and you're gonna see
Well,
her shine.
and that's an important part of your quality factor. I mean, if your bud has dirt and stuff in it, that's what it's going to taste like.
Dirt and stuff. Funny story. I had some weed, some ganja. That the first puff, like me light it, roll it up in a one spliff like this. Go so. I paused for a brief minute. My brain was in shambles. They didn't flush the thing properly. And guess what?
Oh,
It tasted like manure, cow
oh
manure.
no! And you know what? People don't realize this, but when there's a huge outbreak of salmonella or E. coli, it's not because somebody didn't wash their plant properly. It's because the plants, when you apply an improperly composted compost or steer manure or horse manure or whatever, it might have some kind of pathogen that it carries. If that pathogen isn't dealt with properly and it gets to the plant will actually take it up through its roots and store it in the plant
Ah,
matter. And
I'm glad
so
you, I'm glad you
you
touched on
can't
that.
wash that off.
I'm glad you touched on that. Because look at this. Cannabis, weed, marijuana, ganja. That plant is a sponge.
Hmm.
A lot of these nutrient companies thought of this concept that the plant is a sponge. So with that, they're trying to push as much as they can into that plant and see where it can be absorbed. That's why we have hydro and all of these other grow techniques. For me, I'm of the more organic side, so I'm more no-till. So dealing with your manure, dealing with your compost is the key to ensuring that your grow is successful in my book. One of the keys, but if you skimp out that, the quality gets fuzzed. Not care
Well,
what you do, the quality will have a little shakiness in it. Because when I have the manure, I get rabbits, guano from the caves, and goat manure. That is going to be in the sun, turning each day, watering if needs be for a week. What's going to happen? The ammonic and the ammonia, the uric acids, all of those stuff that is stored up in that manure will burn out, will be used up, will be broken down. Best thing to water that thing with is molasses. Molasses, water. Get some liquid molasses. I think they have the powder one, but I'm not a big fan of that. So get the liquid molasses. That's better. I have some. It's about 4 years old, well cured, dark, smells sweet as hell. But yeah,
um,
go ahead.
an important thing about the molasses is to get unsulfured molasses. If you have sulfur in your molasses, it'll actually kill your microbes and potentially kill your plant.
That is true. Unsulfured molasses. So with that, I sprinkle it on the manure because what that will do while it's being dried, the enzymes and the microorganisms within the manure will be feeding on that sugar. So they'll be breaking it down and creating micronutrients that the plant will absorb. That plant absorbs micronutrients. Calcium
Well,
deficiency, magnesium deficiency, it happens. The macronutrients are the MPKs. The underlying factors are there.
well, and your microbiology is what drives the decomposition of your compost pile. So when you add that molasses, you're upping your general numbers. And you're able to sustain a higher number because of the sugar content. And so your composts faster. It composts better. It's you know it's you're gonna really bump up your composting by adding that sugar in there.
That is true, my friend. And also with my compost, that's the manure factor. That's burning out, that's being processed naturally. I have in a bin um, mulch, which is grass, bamboo, banana leaves, and fruits and eggshells as well. All of that is mixed together and just there in the sun burning out, being watered with that molasses water as well. And that is just basically blending together. When I'm done at the end of the week, mix them both, which is the manure and the compost, have that sit for a while. Then I brew that into a tea. Get a large bucket, have a Earthstone, pour the molasses in that water. I just love adding molasses. It makes the bud sweeter for some reason for me. So just pour it in there and just have it bubble. Have it sit there for about 3 days. And trust me, that is some natural organic juice right there that will make your plants sing for joy.
I know what you're talking about. I use a Vortex brewer at work. 100 gallons at a time is what we is our limit. I think the tank holds a little bit more than that, but if you get a good brew going, you're not going to want any. You're going to use all that extra room with foam.
Well,
Fill it all with foam.
I do it outside, so ha.
Gotcha. You don't have to worry about it. Do it underneath your plant. That way, when it foams out, it just helps your plant even more.
I ain't gonna lie, it worked so well with some purple that I had. So till I had an extra bottle, and my mom got that bottle. She has plants, not weed plants. I'm the stoner in this family, but she
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of plants. Maybe that's where I got it from. My mom. She has roses, palm trees. Jesus Christ, that woman has a jungle. You literally have to be like passing through the palm trees just to get to the front door. Then you're like into the house, and then it's normal. So with that, she got some, and the plants are looking lovely. For me, I think growing with nature has been the best way to do it for me. I know how to grow hydroponically. I know how to grow indoors, soil mediums, whatever. But the snow till thing kind of hit the mark because finding out that everything around me can be used was what blew my mind. We have aloe growing wild in Jamaica. I literally go around the back, and when I need to add aloe to the mixture, just pick a couple. And I make no dent into the aloe population. By the time the next week come, I see some more grow. It's like, what did I even try? So aloe helps, especially with cloning your plants as well. That's a natural cloning medium, along with honey.
I
If you want
like
to go ahead.
I like to use aloe when I'm popping my seeds. Actually, I'll soak them in aloe in a little bit of aloe water to get them started, and then throw them in the soil or the. I will usually use like a peat cube or something like that.
Nice. I
Um,
learned something new today. Thank you.
welcome. Um, Kind of shifting topics, I guess. Though, have you ever looked into composting with worms?
Yes, I ensure that there are worms in my soil because the soil that I use is basically from the natural earth. Where I'm living is in the hills, and there are a lot of farming communities here. So we have peanut growing, pumpkin, yam, potato. We got a lot growing here, so the land is fertile. I go around the back where there's a big ass pear tree growing, shift away the trash, clear around the area, and I'm digging down, and shifting through, and I'm seeing earthworms that look so scary, like they're gonna eat me, popping out from the soil. And I'm like, one, two, just picking them out and ensuring that I get them. And yeah, it adds to the benefits because when they eat what's in the soil, because I mix in the fruit peelings and stuff into my soil as well, when they're eating that, they're gonna be pooping what is worm casting. People buy worm casting in bags. I add worms so that they can do that job for me.
See, I actually work on a worm farm. I raise worms for we sell them by the pound, and then we also produce a large scale cast, and we work with the 502 growers here in Washington State. So it's a pretty neat job. I work with.
That's
I'm doing exactly what you're talking about every single day.
nice. Want some Jamaican worm?
I might have to talk later about that.
Really? No problem. Yeah, only that'd be so weird. A Jamaican worm farm. What go on, Ben?
I think you guys would be able to pull it off down there a lot better than up here. At least you guys have you guys have more of a tropical, not very arid. You have lots of humidity and very good moisture in the soil and such like stuff like that.
I'm going to give you a story. My friend tells me his dad is and brothers do fishing. So when they want to catch bait, the worms and stuff, they go to the seaside and everything. They just go over to an area, nice little area with grass and the soil and all of that. They just throw water on it and wet it and cover it with like a plastic or something to basically block the light. Hours after they come back and you just see the worms on the area that is wet.
Mm-hmm.
All of them just pop out, and these are some big fat worms.
Mm. See, the ones that we raise are actually a smaller, couple smaller varieties. We do red wigglers and European night crawlers. Um, we do them specifically because they are composting worms. They live in colonies. The red wigglers, especially, are easier to keep around. And I think they're actually both a type of red worm. But when when you have those big fat night crawlers, lots of times those are the ones that are either have been living for a long time or they are one of the salt. They don't colonize. They don't group up in as a bunch of worms. They actually like to live separately.
Nice.
So
I think you're gonna
they're
have to teach me about the worms. If anything can go on down in Jamaica, well, you can come down on a business trip and call it official.
yeah. We'll have to throw something together because there's a lot to worms that I think people are missing out on.
That is true because down here, because how the farmers grow, they grow on natural soil for most part. This is
Mm-hmm.
the old school farmers, and they're having what I'm not now noticing stones and whatever debris, and these stones are aerated based on where we're growing. So we have like coral stones in the soil for aeration. The
Mm-hmm.
worms around, just natural casting, and because we use the fruit peelings from the trees around us because we have I mean we have tree for kill. Where I used to live, I had every different kind of mango, and I just climbed the tree or use a stick, and I was eating mango for days.
Mm.
So all of that natural organic stuff is here, free to use because it's growing right next door to you.
That's
So
amazing.
So the worms, they're being fed, and the farmers are not even really realizing what they're doing. So if we can educate them on the actual concept of worms, castings, what it does, how it benefits, it might actually change the game down here in Jamaica.
I honestly think you guys are set up with, it sounds like you guys, like you said, you have fertile soil, sounds like you guys have great moisture content, I mean, just a great environment for the worms to live. I think you guys would have a one up on the rest of the world in terms of worms.
That's okay. I'm glad that I'm getting to know this because guess what? I'm coming into the game and I'm watching and I'm learning and I'm loving it because with all of this knowledge, I want to put it to use. I'm blessed to be in Jamaica, and when I realize what going on in my country, in all aspects, two things happened. Me cuss, I cursed Me say any amount of Jamaican bad word that came to my mouth because we are wasting a basical, basically a gem. We don't have tornadoes. We get missed by a lot of hurricanes. When a hurricane hits, we are basically harvesting and ensuring that the area is well secure. We don't have snow, so winter is out of it. We can grow all year round, but no set parish is the same. I'm in Mandeville. I can grow purple skunk for days and it look dark purple. I'm gonna question if me dye it. We can go down to Westmoreland and for them kush different, different smell, different texture, different everything. So with that, because nobody now utilize it or to utilize. So I go do it myself. The second thing that happened, I start digging to Jamaica, digging to growing more, and with that, I found my little style and learning from you guys, and you just taught me something. I'm going to implement this and I'm going to make it actually be a thing because I can't say it's anyone's fault because a lack of knowledge out of this. Lack of knowledge. Now we have a forum because back in the days, me I hear say nobody no want to talk to nobody about growing. Walk up to a brother man in the streets and say, "Yo, you grow weed?" Then look on your ask if you're the feds.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, Instagram, Google, we should be utilizing these tools. And every day I wake up, I feel blessed to be a part of the cannabis community. Get to know everybody, get to see everyone on a daily. Everybody in my chat, much love to you know. Thanks for making my birthday the best. I'm just blessed to be here.
Well, you just brought up a whole bunch of really good points that kind of brush on the topic that I've been thinking about quite a bit lately. Is that, you know, I'm really passionate about organic farming, about, um, even beyond cannabis, farming vegetables and other crops in a sustainable and a healthy manner. Whereas the majority of the crops produced from the U.S. are not produced that way. They're monocropped. They're sprayed with gallons and gallons and gallons of pesticides, of herbicides, of fungicides, of all these different chemicals. And then you have the plants that are designed specifically to be sprayed with Roundup and different things. And when you get these chemicals that hit this plant and it's supposed to kill this plant, but it doesn't, and then that residual chemical stays with that plant, that chemical ends up in your stomach. And you may not notice something immediately, but over time, you're going to see some issues because you look at a bottle of Roundup, it tells you not to drink it. And you may be microdosing, but eventually that microdose is going to catch up with you.
May I tell you this? I am happy that I don't have to worry about that in Jamaica. As I said, part of the footage I'm going to show on the farmers market. Every parish has a farmers market where people come and
See,
sell their grown produce, and these are organically grown. People have land where you just see lettuce, tomatoes, and what's feeding it is natural substances. So
see, I
what I eat is straight organic stuff because I noticed when I got chikungunya, when that outbreak hit Jamaica and I got that, I started taking note to my body and what I'm putting into my body because at the end of the day, this is your car. What you're putting is your fuel. If you're putting garbage, you're going to break down quicker than anything else. So be conscious of what you're eating, be conscious of what you're doing. For me, I was hitting weed very hard, smoking heavily. But when I got to understand cannabis on a whole, I calm down and I enjoy the spliff more. I don't need to be talking. No, I just need to maintain a high. So I said, understand what you're putting into your body, people.
knowledge is power. I love what you said earlier about, it's it's not you can't say it's not your fault because you didn't know, because there's so much information out there that you can go out and find it. You can go out and find out something if you want to know it. And if it's not substantial, if it's not something that has been tested yet, go out and test it. Go out and do
That
it.
is that is so true. In actuality, I'm gonna tell you
You
how
just
I
have to
start.
accept that some people want to be stupid.
Well,
There's
look
no
here,
accountability in that.
look here. Let them do what they want to do. You cannot play
Yeah,
Superman for nobody. You can't save the world,
yeah,
just save your
exactly.
weed.
I actually I hate kind of talking myself up, but I feel pretty proud of myself for coining this phrase. Or I don't know if I've coined it yet, but I came up with it. Ignorance is bliss until you get hit by a bus.
That is true.
You can think that curb is just a line in the sand until you cross it, and that bus is coming, and it'll take you down, whether you knew that was a bus or not.
Yeah, getting back to the whole food. Well, what's up, Hannah? What's up, Randy? Thank you for having me on
Oh
the panel.
god.
Sorry
Um,
to, but
Oh god, loyal.
Getting back to the living sustainable and eating vegetables and eating good and stuff, some people have a different concept, especially in America, that certain vegetables have to be eaten with certain products, and like they look at it in a different manner. But if you go to Jamaica, every vegetable that we have, they have too in their ital soups, and they know how to make it bomb as fuck. It doesn't even taste like what you assume it to be. And I think
well,
if everybody can get on that level of enjoying their food and their vegetables and their fruits and stuff like that, then they can come to that concept. Yeah.
and part of the reason for that is that what Jim, what Randy was talking about earlier with the quality in his cannabis. I feel like in that situation where you have the local farmers producing local produce, they take a lot of pride in that quality, and so I think that's an attitude that not just Randy would have, but the other farmers around him.
That is
Um,
true. As a farmer, once you're growing and you're doing this not just for money and you're doing this for passion, you're taking pride into
Yeah.
what you're putting into your plant and you're making sure that everything that you do is to ensure that you have a healthy plant and a damn good produce at the end of the day. For me, I think farmers do this as well. There are mornings where I just wake up, go to the plants, sun is up, and I'm just looking at the leaves, ensuring that there's nothing there. I could be in my bed sleeping, but because of the pride I have in my grow, I'm ensuring that everything is okay with my plant because the quality that I want to produce should be hitting that mark and I should not be lazing around. I learned this, I was watching a video, motivational thing, and it hit me. The speaker said, I don't remember the video, but the speaker said the market world does not reward those who don't work. If you don't wake up, if you don't say, oh, you go water the plants, if you say, you know what, not today, you're skipping out on what could be making that plant a better plant for you. In whatever aspect, could be cannabis, could be corn, could be tomatoes. Once you're growing something for you and for others to enjoy, what you put in is what you get out.
and again, that comes back to that taking pride and taking the chance to note that, because in America, like Loyal to the Soil was saying, that's a completely different concept. It's all about the quantity. It's all about how much you can get out per square foot. They don't care what the quality is. Um, and even in other countries, I've heard of the same kind of attitude. But what I'm thinking of specifically was the guy. I think his name is Harley Smith. He is the
Oh yeah, he's
science.
good.
Yeah, I like listening to him. He knows what's up. Um, but he was talking
Yeah,
about
PK.
he was talking about the Dutch. I think it was the Dutch growers. he works with that do the hydroponic tomatoes in big old greenhouses. I mean, thousands and thousands of feet of square footage of uh, tomatoes being grown under glass. And these guys are, he was asking them about their ppm levels because he's like, I'm going for quality, I'm going for a higher ppm and blah blah blah. And he asked them, why aren't you doing the same? They're like, yeah, we would, but Americans don't want the best tomato they have. They just want a tomato that'll fit on a bun. They just want something they can slice. They don't care what it tastes like. They just want it sliced up and
That
put
is
on that
sad.
cheeseburger.
That is sad. For me, when I go to the farmer's market, I have a lady that sorts my groceries, and she knows that I want the best of the best because I'm putting that in my food. So the best tomatoes, the best onions, and I know them because once I cut into that, I smell my food because I don't use any artificial seasoning. Most of my seasoning is from the vegetable that I have. So I'm cutting up tomatoes, onions, and everything, and I'm putting that into my meat and food. It has to be the best. I can't be feeding myself garbage.
Well, the better you feed yourself and the better you take care of yourself, the better you feel, the more you can get done, and the further ahead you can get.
That's true.
The better your
I,
brain works,
I have
the
a
list goes
story for
on.
you guys. I have a story for you guys. I remember in my childhood when I was living in a different parish, Mapen, Clarendon, Zine. So I'm there, and my dad, my stepdad, he has pumpkins growing in the backyard. He has animals. So what he does, he takes their manure, he dumps them in a pile, and for some strange reason, he threw pumpkin seeds there one day. By the grace of God and all the disciples that followed him, the pumpkins grew to some massive sizes. Imagine a pumpkin the size of a car wheel.
I've seen it honestly. We where I work, we actually grow vegetables out of the windrows when they're dormant, or not when they're dormant, but we have kind of a system going where we harvest a windrow every year, and so they're on a rotation, and so we're going to try and catch them in the middle. And normally we just let a bunch of um, volunteer plants come up on the windrows and kind of pick the best, and weed out the rest. But I want to get on a system where we're producing cast off of one, growing vegetables in the next one, and then the third one is dormant for, uh, and then we can build the third one back up. Keep the third one built up, and that one will be closer to its beginning stage. And then once it gets composted down, we'll move on to that one, to where we're using that one while it's in its middle stage, and then once it has another year to finish out, we can go ahead and harvest after that.
Nice. I was thinking
So,
of something, and after the stream, we're going to talk. We're going to definitely need to talk because a friend of mine was asking for seeds, not we cannabis seeds, like seeds to grow like corn and that just vegetable seeds and stuff.
mm-hmm.
I was wondering if I could get the seeds down here, like the tomatoes and everything. Who would want them? Think we can talk about that.
I don't know what customs and all that has to do with what their deal with seeds is. I know a lot of countries are worried about bringing in invasive species that'll take over the natural fauna. But that being said, a lot of the vegetables and stuff are already there, just like oil to the soil was saying. They're already there. So I don't know that we'll have to talk about it.
That's
Um,
true.
I just think that'd be the biggest obstacle to that, if it's
But
an issue at all.
if it's an issue, if it's ever broken, well, that would be a very nice transaction. For me, I
Mm-hmm.
would love to see what happens. I know. I
Uh,
feel. I feel like a mad
Well,
scientist at times when it come on to growing. I just love to see what's going on.
hmm
we'll put it like this: if you grow what Americans can buy, then you can sell it to us. It's just gonna be from your style now. Instead of synthetic grown, it's gonna be all organic, brandy
um,
grown from Jamaica seeds, you know, and they're gonna
hmm
everybody in California for them.
well, and
Yo,
all this being said, there, the movement for the push towards organic growing and healthier living is going on in America, and so it may not be large scale quite yet, but it's there.
Yeah, for sure.
And so now is definitely the time to jump on that before people start figuring out how to put it together in a large scale version.
thank you
And
for
I
that.
and
I
I think
actually, the thing is, I was actually thinking of a side thing to do because there's a lot of land where the cannabis grow is gonna be. I was gonna say, because they're gonna have a coffee shop, I'm gonna grow my own vegetables and stuff. So I'd set up another greenhouse where it's organically grown and my tomatoes are coming straight from that area and my customers are getting the freshest, the tastiest, the cleanest vegetables and stuff to eat.
um and there's a lot of technology too in these different growing styles that can cross over. Um, like large scale, monocrop farms here in America, we have these things called center pivots. And what it is basically just a giant sprinkler system that walks around the field with motors and controls, and they're getting so sophisticated now they can actually put controls on each of the towers and control how much water each section of the field is getting. Um, and what that does is, like where I'm at, you can have a field that has 4 or 5 different kinds of soil in it. It's not all the same. Rich loam that you guys have there in Jamaica. You might have a part that's rocky, a part that's sandy, a part that might have some decent soil, but then you have some clay over here, all in the same field, all within 1,000
I
square feet or so. Um, when you have that kind of control, what the pivots are allowing these farmers to do is to control their water and control how their plant grows. Um, I've seen fields with pivots on them that weren't, that high tech, that had fields of corn specifically that had kind of you'll look out across the tops and you'll see waves in the corn, and then you'll go to the next field and it'll have the nicer version of the pivot on it, and it'll have all the little controls, and there won't be any waves. It'll be straight. All the corn's the same height. All the corn is, and so it's like when you're scrogging. You want that nice level canopy.
Yeah.
You want that your potential maxed out, and so while reducing the amount of water you use, you're able to increase the quality of what's in your field, and you're able to make little minor adjustments to what's actually going on in the field. And so I'd like to see things like that where, these pivots, you may not be able to spray an entire cannabis plant down, but if you take a hose, drop it down right next to the ground off of that, and you have a field full of cannabis plants, and that drop, you have just enough space in between the plants that that drop will hang in between them. You can get it down low enough that it won't spray on the plant, but you can still water the root system and have
All
an
right.
overhead irrigation system walking around.
All right. With that, for the piping, I thought of a different concept. Instead of having it drop down, I don't believe in water being above my head in any case when I'm dealing with electricity or anything. So for me, I would rather have a system on the wall that has the pumps and everything and has drums and everything set up inside the grow area or inside the greenhouse or whatever. From that, it pumps, feeds, mixes, pHs, all of that good stuff. and then it pumps into hoses that are connected, PVC pipes. What I'm going to use, I can't say off the hand because everything is in the business plan and not going to go in detail. But just say
Mm-hmm.
the hoses are basically run to the individual plants, and basically each plant is being watered just by the hose itself that is running to it. It basically runs off of a timer, pumps the amount of water that is necessary for each plant, and it's just filling and pumping and filling and pumping. And when that's done, it
Mm-hmm.
shuts off. On top, I can
And
have a sprinkler system if I need or whatever is necessary to keep up top nice and frosty.
that's great in a greenhouse. I was just thinking more in terms of like an open field or something like that. That's more where the other would be more applicable.
No, they do that. They do that here. In open fields, you have individual hoses running in rows to plants.
And see what we have here in the states is our overhead irrigation systems. And we have ones that go, and that I'm talking about more for general agriculture, not for cannabis. For cannabis, we use pretty much what you're talking about. I was just saying there's other applications in other fields of technology that we could apply within cannabis,
That's true. We're
and
going
vice
to definitely
versa.
talk. We're going to definitely talk. I want to show you the farms here in Jamaica. I think you're going to be loving the scenes from that. Actually, go
So,
and jet off and get some food. Been up and down for most of the day. So, Sprogmeister, it was a blessing to have you here. Loyal to the soil, always a blessing to have you here, brother. Much love to everyone in chat, everyone that has tuned in, stopped by, show some love, interacted in chat. Everyone, I know, thank you all for making my birthday an amazing one. Gonna be coming out with a lot more. I'm just pumped up and know with this positive energy, ready to do my best. Thank you all for just being here and supporting me.
happy birthday, Randy! Thanks for having me on here.
Always a pleasure. So much love from Jamaica. Blessings to all. Peace.